Hello there. How are you guys doing this evening? I will admit right now, I'm very tired. Oh man, oh man. Oh, I think I should turn one light on, one more light on. Fireplace. Fireplace isn't blowing. There we go. There we go. How is everyone doing on this fine evening? We're not going to spam the chats. We're not going to spam the chats. Camel Bite's good. I think it's completely healed. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to start just banning people as soon as they start spamming the chat. I'm not up for, like, fighting upstream anymore. What does my shirt say? My shirt says Griswold Family Christmas. Oh. Did someone pick me up? Oh, yeah. So I'll just go ahead and talk about that. So, yeah, I was driving through Texas. I decided not to film that day because I wanted to try to make good time on the road. So running out of gas was just what I needed. So the gas gauge, the gas light, the light that goes on when you need gas went on. And right when I was pulling into the hotel, so I said, don't need to worry about that. I'll just get gas in the morning. I'll get some gas when I start heading out of town. So I head out of the town in the morning, and there was no gas station. I didn't pass a gas station on the way out of town. I'm like, uh-oh, we'll get a gas, we'll get some gas in the next town. And the next town wasn't coming. Probably about 30 minutes of driving with no gas. I checked where the nearest gas station was, and it was 25 miles. That's kind of a lot. I'm like, it's a little dicey, but I'm sure I'll make it. I didn't make it. I broke down. When I broke down, I was about a 4-minute drive from the gas station, which is about an hour walk. I started walking, and the guy picked me up. A guy with he had like a cherry picker on the back of his truck, some sort of utility worker. Picked me up and drove me into town. I filled up a can of gas, and then a nice lady gave me a ride back to my car, and I filled up, and it started, and I was so happy. So it took a little bit of time, but if I didn't have any help, it would have been over 2 hours. Okay, everyone says get AAA. I have Geico roadside, but my experience is that it takes forever to get someone out. Every time I've used it, it's been hours and hours of waiting and not having people show up. And I don't see AAA. I haven't used AAA, but I was thinking it would probably be just the same because they all use. Hey, Nomadic Fanatic says Geico sucks. Is it better? Is there another service that is better? Maybe I will think about getting something. I'm sure Nomadic Fanatic, I'm sure, knows quite a bit about needing help on the road. I never got AAA because I have Geico roadside assistance. So I'm like, it's an hour walk, it's an hour back. It sucks, but it's still doable, People enjoyed me being. People enjoyed me being bit by a camel. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to keep getting bit by animals in order to get views. Nick Zinda, thank you for the super chat. Says the kindness of strangers to the win. Yeah, man, small town Texas people are super nice. I'm sure there's nice people in other towns too, in other states, but small town Texas people were a big help. Sadie G says, "What animal bites next?" I don't know. Maybe I'll just go around the street trying to get stray dogs to bite me. Is my arm longer now? No, I didn't stretch out my arm too bad. It was scary. I didn't know what it was going to do. I guess it just wanted the food. Jay Smoothie, thank you for the super chat. Did you hear about Scott Hall, a.k.a. Razor Ramon? Yeah, he passed away several weeks ago. Thank you for the super chat. Talked about it in one of my videos. My arm, I don't know, there's not much left to show. My arm, I had a bruise, like, a bruise, like, right here. It's still a little tender right there. I had a bruise right there. What was the bite force of a camel? Well, okay. So let me tell you this weird story, this weird coincidence was... So, okay. So the place I went to was in West Tennessee. Calvin Franklin, thank you for the super chat. Start practicing that karaoke. We need to hear that singing voice. Oh, my singing voice is terrible. Thank you for the super chat, though. So I heard that a month before I got bit, there was another camel that was in a zoo only 45 minutes away that broke loose and killed 2 people. So camels can be dangerous. There was another story about a guy in India who was abusing his camel, and then the camel bit his head off. For real. So I feel like the camel could have torn me apart if it had wanted to, but it wasn't trying to harm me. It was just trying to pull my arm out so it could steal the food. I mean, it probably could have broke my arm if it wanted. It's the big blue arm in the background, that is. My Pixie! I could have rolled up the window. I didn't think you were supposed to roll up the window. I was afraid I'd get their heads stuck. Who's the guy in the sunglasses? That's Joe Dirt. Dave Henson said, please tell me you'll be at Kings Island this year for the 50th anniversary. I don't necessarily have any plans to be at Kings Island. Sherwood says, I had a ticket to Ghost Hunt, but I couldn't make it. So sad. We do another meetup in Sevierville soon. I'm not sure about meetups. I'm pretty much a drifter now. I'm only in the bunker here. I may take, honestly, guys, I'll just be honest with you. I think I'm going to take a few days off after this because I'm really exhausted. It's really been a lot of time on the road with no breaks, and I really need a day or two to just unwind, just get some relaxation. I'm always afraid if I take a day off, people forget me. I've not had a break. I've not had a break. Emil Gumini, thank you for the super chat. Do you still have the alligators? Yep, they're over there. You can see them. Thank you for the super chat. So, I hadn't had a break since the beginning of January. I think it was like the 5th, January 5th, that I left for the for when I did the Choose Your Own Adventure road trip. And I took a day or two off when I was with Jen. And then I had, well, first I took 7 days off for my tooth surgery. That was horrible. That was the worst 7 days of my life. Oh my gosh, just pure never-ending pain for a week. And then Orlando Slasher, thank you for the super chat. Says, love your Route 66 adventure. Make sure you take time to recover. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Mark Muncie says, love your postcards, proud patron here. Yes, in the process, I was doing postcards today. I've been working on them. Hopefully they'll get sent out tomorrow or the day after. See, I got to work on postcards. I got to send some pins out tonight. Andy Vilov, thank you for the super chat. Says, you get to keep the bunker or have to move it all. We haven't figured out like what we're gonna do with the house. It's not been really what we figure out. Someone asked about my P.O. box. I have P.O. Box 932, Waynesville, North Carolina, 28786. I'm going to check it while I'm here. And then, I don't know when. Maybe I'll be back in about a month to check it. Roger Watch says, do you find your left arm gets more tan? Yeah, sometimes I get a little sunburn right here on top of my arm, my left arm. Mark wants to speak at Mothman Festival, Dragon Con, MegaCon, and Lizardman Festival. I didn't know they had a Lizardman Festival. P.O. Box 932, Waynesville, North Carolina. Thank you, Aliox, for the Canadian Super Chat. I will be doing an unboxing video, or it depends on how much I get. If I get enough mail to do a mail vlog, I will do one. My plan is to take the mail up to New York with me and film a mail video. I'm sorry, there's a fly up here. Normally I don't like killing insects, but there's been a bunch of flies in here. There's a dead squirrel outside of the bunker. Yeah, people keep asking about becoming a were-camel. Um, it's definitely a fear of mine. I would hate to become a were-camel. Mark, let's see. Thank you for the super chat. So when is the Lizardman Festival? Ken Keller asked what kind of drone is Possum 3. It's a Mavic Air? DJI Mavic Air, I think? Karen Straw says, I'm waiting on all 4 of my Carpetbagger pins. Look forward to getting them all. Well, I have some news. I don't know, maybe not everyone stayed to the end of... oh, got a super chat here. Jim Folk in the super chat says, thank you, Jacob. No, thank you, Jim. Mudvale, thank you for the super chat, says, hey there, Jacob. When you drink the pop of the day during your Route 66 trips, you drink them at room temperature. Usually I left them in my car. Sometimes I've cooled them, but sometimes I left them in my car so they were cool in the morning. I know that's not optimal, but... So, we have a new enamel pin in the enamel pin shop. You can go get these right now if you'd like. They are available. This one's, I'll show you, a little bigger. This is a larger sized enamel pin compared to the others. So, there you go. If anyone's interested, they are in... It's not a monkey. It's a possum. Ben Keller says, how do I find you on Etsy? Click on the description of this video or any other video for that matter. That is me as a possum. If anyone's interested, they are currently for sale. Daryl Linus asks if I'm boycotting Etsy. No. Need a camelbagger. I mean, it's like a were-camel version of me. Susan Cox says, could you use a sunglass with a camera, install them to video at Theater Fair? I'm afraid that I would still get, like, they would get mad at me for doing that. Like, I feel like it's not allowed. Fishing Dad. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. Thank you. You got a fox showing your fireworks and a $50 super chat. That is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. OP Opinion, thank you for the super chat. Says, why do you tap on the glass with your camera? Is it just because it's hilarious, and what makes you decide not to? So, yeah, the tapping on the glass, like, I used to just do it because, so, part of the problem with filming, hold on. AJ Smith, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey, Carpetbagger, I've been watching your videos most of the day, LOL. Well, thank you so much, AJ. And thank you for the super chat. So yeah, when you're filming on like through a window, one of the problems is like the window has all this reflection in it So when when you have to put the camera right up to the glass, once you like put it onto the glass, like all the way pressed up against the glass, then all the reflection goes away. So I would always try to get really close, and then I saw that people were getting amused when it like clinked the glass. So I started I started just making it a thing I did. Also, some people complained about it, like, "Oh, I can't stand when you clink the glass." What caught my eye? Your attention in your closing remarks in Barstow? I don't remember. Mr. B, thank you for the super chat. You ever thought about doing the Springfield road trip where you hit all the Springfields? That's a funny idea. Has anyone else done that? Springfield, Springfield, it's a hell of a town. Sheldon, thank you for the super chat. A dancing video game controller. I don't remember what distracted me in Barstow. Grace's mummy. Grace, 8 years old, is your number one tiny fan from Australia. Well, thank you. All the way over there in Australia. Appreciate it. Kaylin Garcia says, greetings from the island of Puerto Rico. Would love to see you around here. And maybe I need to start going to the territories. JJ, thank you for the super chat. Says, I saw you in Holbrook at the Wigwams. Didn't want to bother you. Hello. You know, it's okay to bother me. I don't mind. I don't mind if people come up and say hello. Autumn Haskins, thank you for the super chat. Says, when will you go into your P.O. box? Much love from Illinois. My idea was to, I was actually planning on taking the mail up to New York and doing a vlog there if there's enough. If there's enough to do a vlog. Oh. I dropped the pin. I dropped the new Carpetbagger pin. Oof Poofer, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey Jacob, I recently visited the Living Museum at Jamestown Settlement in Williamsburg, Virginia. Have you ever been? If not, any plans to go? That's definitely something I'd be willing to check out. Is that like the old, that was the, what they call that, Colonial Williamsburg? Thank you, Mr. B, for the super chat. It says you can find maps that show the most efficient route to hit all the Springfields. How many Springfields are there? There's Springfield, Missouri, Springfield, Illinois, Springfield, Oregon. There's probably some more as well. Springfield, Illinois, Missouri, Springfield, Oregon. Ig the Troll King, how are you doing? Mr. B says almost in every state. That would be intense. Laramie, hope you're doing well. This is a larger pin. It's got two backs on it. It's got two little rubber pushy things. You could wear this on your shirt. You could wear it on your hat. If you're piercings, you could have a professional piercing artist put holes right here, and then you could wear it on your face. Don't try to do it yourself, though. Leave that to a professional. College at a earthquake, the ride is closing. No! Zephyr Hills, Water, Florida says you've never been to the Ripley's in Oregon, have you? I have! But I've not been there since they remodeled it. And we're going to have some return to Waldemere. Probably at some point. Check out Waldemere. Sean Morris says that Boogie sent him. Says, I've never had a full beard. No, I never had a full beard. Now, I used my own, like, the camel did not break my skin. And I didn't feel the need to go to the doctor because I remember when I was in a first aid class, they said that something isn't considered a contamination unless there's blood. So as long as there's no blood, then you're good. What is the hand over my shoulder? Oh, that's the pixie. Oh, it didn't really bruise. It had had some redness, but it's already pretty much cleared up. Icthotrol, if it was a radioactive camel, you now have superpowered. What kind of superpower does a camel have? Like, would I be able to go long periods of time without drinking water? Desmond just says, "Do you design your pins?" No. I only pin I designed was the suitcase one, which is literally was designed off a photograph I took. Tony Pepperoni says, "What do you think of the latest Tammy Sitch thing?" Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. She killed someone. She had a license, and she ran into someone and killed them. And so it's horrible. Calvin Franklin, thank you for the super chat. Says, any Easter plans? If you observe Easter, I don't really know if I have any Easter plans. David Henson, thank you for the super chat. Says, would love a Carpetbagger and Grim Life video. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I'm really don't know them personally, but I would not be against. Wouldn't be against doing a video with them. Wouldn't be against hanging out. Larry Sweats, thank you for the super chat. Several says, did you get a lot of gas cards in the P.O. box? I haven't gone to the P.O. box yet. JJ, thank you for the super chat. Come to the Navajo Nation. I was in the Navajo Nation not too long ago when I crossed through Route 66 in Arizona. Yeah, Ryan, it is sad what happened to Tammy Sitch. Like, she could have been a major. I mean, she was a major star, but she could have been an even bigger star. JJ says that's not the Navajo Nation. I mean, it said it was. Foxtrot, thank you for the super chat. This is Wally House in Old Town, San Diego. Ever done their ghost tour? It's a good one. State Historic Park. I've not been to Old Town, San Diego. Bob Dix says I put a few pin designs on Instagram, tagged you. Oh, I don't think I saw those. Just hope we can do some fun stuff. Honestly, think that's how I got through the pandemic. Well, thank you. Zephyr Hills, Water of Florida says, is your wife allowed to have her boyfriends over when you're in town or only on the road? She's allowed to do whatever she wants. Since we're separated and we're getting a divorce, she can have as many boyfriends as she wants. Eric Daughtry, thank you for the super chat. Says, how much touring in Northwest USA, like Washington State or Oregon? I'm definitely planning on going out to the Pacific Northwest this year. Oh my gosh, fly. Cody Bear says, the camel video the most watched on your channel? No. It's got a long way to go for that. Bob Dix says, I tag you on Instagram. Please look for it. I'd be honored to do a design. Hey, shoot me an email. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with social media while I'm on the road, but I do try to check my email. Sorry, I don't like killing insects, but these flies are out of control. Emails Jacob the Carpetbagger at Gmail. It's in the description of any video. Scott Therian says the camel bite is your Adam the Woo bicycle moment. Let's hope so. If some positive can come out of being bitten by an animal, I'd love to see it. Yeah, my wife has a boyfriend. It's okay. I mean, I don't even really like to call her my wife because we are getting divorced. But she has a boyfriend. I have a girlfriend. We are still friends with each other. This is the most easygoing divorce you could imagine. Everyone wants to know what the bite looks like. It's pretty much healed. Pretty much healed. Haunt Master says, Jake, you're so mature about this despite all these people seemingly trolling you. It's like, what are you trying to troll me about? Like, you're going to troll me that my ex-wife has a boyfriend? Like, what? Like, that's supposed to upset me? I know she has a boyfriend. Daryl asked which one of us ended the marriage. It was a mutual decision. You know, we came to the conclusion that we were not, neither of us was getting everything we wanted out of the relationship, that it wasn't working. And we tried. We had a separation 3 years ago. We got back together with the purpose of trying to fix the problems in our relationship, and to some degree we fixed a lot of the problems in our relationship, but in the end we realized it wasn't a good match, and we weren't getting everything that we needed from each other. So we made the adult decision to separate. Do you get to keep the bunker? I mean, you know, I'm not gonna fight over money, and neither is she. You know, she's not gonna try to take anything that's mine, and I'm not gonna try to take anything that's hers. Anything we own together, we'll figure it out down the road. Ryan says all you can do is try. You can't say you didn't try. Yeah, we tried. We tried really hard, and it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't. We just weren't a good match anymore. Michael Venom says, do you recommend marriage or just dating? I mean, it depends on the situation. Depends on what works for you. EBCB, thank you for the super chat, says, WV528 to watch me eat pepperoni rolls. Why DTF me? Cody Berry, I said that's why we canceled the cruise. No, we canceled the cruise because no one bought any tickets. Bud's Red Hot says, why are people so nosy and judgmental? I just don't, it doesn't bother me. This might have been a couple years ago, this may have been hard for me, but I'm so used to having people try to, like, dig around in my personal life that it just doesn't really get to me anymore. Michael Hill says, would we be able to see your new girlfriend? Yeah, I think so. It's just, we've talked about it, and I just want to make sure she's 100% comfortable with being on camera. I don't want to pressure her into it. So, yeah, we just see how it goes. Steven Gusto says, please do another funeral parlor video. I'm a funeral director, and I love those videos. What funeral parlor videos have I done? I think I did, where was that? There was one where there was a museum of, what do they call? Yeah, there's a museum of death in Houston. No, it was a museum of funeral history in, not death, museum of funeral history in Houston, and then there was a museum and a funeral parlor I went to where they had, like, a lot of, like, cards from funerals. What do you call that? Bob Dick says, I'm working on a Billiken art piece for you. Well, thank you. Peg Minion says, okay, I'm out, man. You never focus on the things I say. Oh, you're mad. You're gonna stomp on out. Funeral cards. There is a museum of death. It's not the same thing. Admiral Blue Birds has met you a while ago when you lived in Franklin, went to school with James. Awesome to see how far you come. Well, thank you. Larry Sweats, thank you for the super chat, says, are you thinking about checking out Hell's Gates, like the actual gates of hell? Hopefully I won't have to go to the gates of hell for a long time. Cody Berry says, your camel bite videos, did you drink my Mountain Dew? Admiral Bloomer says, wants to buy the Ruby Cinema seats. Oh no, they're a treasure of mine. I was thinking the other day, I'm thinking, what movies did I see in this movie theater? This is from Ruby Cinema in Franklin, North Carolina. I know I saw Planet of the Apes, the Mark Wahlberg version. I saw Little Nicky. I saw Little Nicky. I saw Shrek. I saw the first Shrek in this movie theater. I saw B-Movie. B-Movie, that stupid cartoon. Jerry Seinfeld. What else did I see there? The Grinch. Those are all movies I saw at Ruby Cinemas. It was a while ago. It's been a while since Shrek came out, isn't it? Michael Fucano says you think you should do a video where you go back and bite the camel. That was 20 years ago that Shrek came out. Is that for real? J. Ram says Shrek aged like milk with all the pop culture references. Yeah, that's one of the things about putting pop culture references in your movies is that they don't age as well. Hauntmaster. There's an official Spirit Halloween film coming. That's interesting. Thank you for the super chat. Timothy Baker says, have you thought about much about the second Choose My Adventure? Huh. I do want to do one. I'm sure I'm going to do one because the first one did go real well. I think just time of year make a big difference. Tossel, thank you for the Australian super chat. Says Jacob is online. Haven't seen you for several months. You don't watch my videos, or are you just talking about live streams? Eric Daughtry, thank you for the super chat. I think you should go back and challenge a camel to a wrestling match. Oh, I just pulled this out of the fridge. This isn't warm. Mark Lamb says, I know you love WWE. Any thoughts on Bruiser Brody? He was really entertaining, and he got murdered, and then it was like a whole cover-up about his death. Really unfortunate. Do I live in a basement? I mean, I don't really live anywhere. I'm a drifter. A drifter, Dottie. Bob Dick says, who is your favorite obscure wrestler? Obscure wrestler. Oh. I was really excited about the Kizarny gimmick, and then they dashed it. Sarah Wood, how many tattoos do you have? I've never seen the one in your arm. Okay, so I have the Boll Weevil right there. And then I have the big tattoo with the cryptids. Such right there. Right, no, so what? Add a bomb. Oh, Add a bomb was a really cool gimmick. I don't like Jimmy Snuka because he murdered his girlfriend. That's not cool. Oh, I saw the first Harry Potter movie. I saw the first Harry Potter movie at that movie theater. Movie memories. Moving movie memories. Bud's Red Hot. You didn't know that about Snuka? Yeah, he's a murderer, man. Spit on a stranger. Is that Shrek on my tattoo? It's definitely not Shrek. I do not have a Shrek tattoo. Everyone's saying I should have like said something about the camel. I don't know. I'm not a camel Karen. Larry Sweat says Hell's Gate Haunted House is in Chicago. Please look it up. Is it a good one? Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Margaret Stinson with the super spooky $6.66 super chat. Hi, Jacob. What's your packing routine like? Best packing trips. Here's my tip. I don't get packed. I stay packed. Mark Lamb says, you think Annabelle will get some ink someday like you? I don't know. That's up to her. But thank you for the super chat. So about packing, yeah, I keep my bag packed. I wash my laundry, fold it, put it right back in the suitcase. I have an auxiliary suitcase with extra clothes in my car in case I run out. Yeah, I mean, the key to packing is, I mean, I do laundry on the road. You just want to minimize, you want as much stuff in as little a package as possible. I'm going with Camel Drop Taco Bell wrappers in my car. People asking how I met my new girlfriend. So she sent me an email. She was a casual viewer of this channel, and she messaged me. We got to talking, and things worked out from there. Have very similar personalities. She's super sweet. She's a lot of fun. And I really feel like when I'm around her, I really feel relaxed. I feel like I can be myself. I think we're a good fit. Squirrel Bait, thank you for the super chat. It says, please come to Kokomo, Indiana, Elwood Haynes Museum. I don't know what the Elwood has. There's a museum, Peru. Is it Peru, Indiana, that has a museum that's near Kokomo? Travis Bushford says porcupines are cuter than possums. Yeah, but they're not as fluffy. Andrew Rosberry says, do wait staff recognize you when you visit restaurants? I don't know that I'm trying to think if I've ever had a waiter wait. I don't know that I necessarily had a server recognize me, but there's been 2 different occasions where people have paid for my food. Have like gone up and paid for my food in a restaurant. Sheldon Ebby, thank you for the super chat. Says, have you ever been to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin? Try the mailboat on the lake. The mailboat on the lake? I've not heard of that. Adventure Guy says, you've been to Bicycle Heaven in Pittsburgh? I have been to Bicycle Heaven in Pittsburgh. Shandy McClossley, thank you for the super chat. Can you do a Kansas road trip? I did go through Kansas last summer. I don't know. We'll see. I may end up going back there. Ryan says, didn't someone pay for your food during the road? Yeah, someone paid for my food at the Cherokee restaurant. When am I going back to Gatlinburg? I do wanna swing by Gatlinburg at some point on this trip. Oh yeah, anyone who's new to viewing, there is a brand new enamel pin, a larger variety of enamel pin here. If you're interested in that, it is currently available in the Etsy shop. We have a small run of them right now. So if you are interested, check that out in the Etsy shop. Ryan says you need to come to visit MOSI, Museum of Science and Industry in is that Miami? Okay, yeah, I love checking out the science museums. Yes, new pin alert, new pin alert. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Does my girlfriend have kids? She does not. I consider getting my own Zoltar. I'd love to have my own Zoltar, but they are expensive. Eric Kusky, thank you for the super chat. You ever been to the Mansfield Reformatory? I haven't. Catherine Burnett says, buy my pin. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Buy my pin. 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 Travis Bushworth said, how do we buy your pin? Go to the Etsy shop. It's in the link in the description of any video. Click on that link, and it is currently available to buy my pin. Buy my pin. Buy my... Okay, I'll stop. Buy my pin. Buy my pin. Buy my fin. Doesn't just you should use the Billiken guy pin. I bet people buy the pin. I don't know. Do you guys want a Billiken? A Billiken pin? Carl Yan, thank you for the super chats. I like it when you do the pop of the days. Did I seek medical attention? No. The reason I use it is it did not break any bones. It did not break any skin. Buy a camel bite pin. Bob Dix has got a Billiken design as well. Charles Ellingson, thank you for the super chat. Says, buy my pin. Catherine Varr, thank you for the super chat. Says, I'm curious. Did the ghost hunt you participated in change your view on the paranormal at all? There's a few interesting things. I didn't get them on film, but they did say that a bottle of liquor moved on the table. I did see it. So what they did was they had the bottle of liquor and they put like a cat toy that glows if you move it. And everyone was sitting on the table. And they said the bottle moved like this and pushed the cat pin, the cat ball. Karen Star says, I just bought a Billiken doll to go with a Carpetbagger pin. Like a real Billiken doll. I almost ordered myself a Billiken doll. I'm obsessed. Buy my Billiken. Buy my Billiken. CSC and ASMR says, I will make an unofficial movie poster for a horror movie called Return of the Red Spooky Chair. Ryan Nodal says, what do you think of Tampa Jay's girlfriend, Chris the girl? She was super nice. Super sweet girl. I'm happy for Tampa Jay. Jonathan S., thank you for the super chat. It says you should really try and go to the Star Trek Original Series set tour in Ticonderoga, New York. The guy who runs it built it straight from the old design blueprints. I've only ever seen one episode of the original Star Trek. Buy my pin. Buy pin buy. Sorry, my brain just stopped working. Jonathan, I'll let you show all the pins in my hat. I'll give you guys a little panoramic adventure there. There you go. Tish R, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey Jacob, how about a Zoltar pin? Now I do have an official Zoltar pin on my hat right there. I don't know if I can make a Zoltar pin. That might be considered copyright infringement. This didn't happen. Thank you for the super chat. Says, what is about Dark Rides that you love so much? I have a newfound appreciation for them. Thanks for your videos. Much love from Virginia. I think love Dark Rides that are immersive. It's kind of like a three-dimensional show. Yeah, I love the movement. Love the movement of the animatronics. It's a good time. Mr. Dean. Oop. Mr. Dean Music, thank you for the super chat. A lemon there holding something up. I'm not sure what that is, but thank you. Mr. Dean Music said I'm tired after my long trip. I'm very tired. I feel like this is the same trip that I left. Like, this is kind of, it's almost like I'm still on the same trip from the Choose My Adventure road trip. It's like that never really ended. I mean, I had 7 days off for the tooth surgery, but I don't think that counts because I was in the worst pain of my life. Haunt Master 15 says, please make a shirt pins combo that will ship. I don't. I might be able to make a pin combo at a discounted rate. But I don't have shirts. Shirts, they're the ones on Spreadshirt are print to order. I don't carry any stock myself. Larry Sweats, thank you for the super chat. It says Hell's Gate has a storyline of 136 people scare you and the most compressed area of that mansion. With haunted houses, a lot of it is just who will let me film. Do I ship merch to the UK? Unfortunately, I do not. The shipping is too high. I cannot reasonably charge people what they want me to. I cannot charge people $40 shipping for a pin. Splat Babylon says, totally just bought your pin. Well, thank you. Thank you for buying my pin. Buying my pin. Buying my pin. And if anyone else wants to, they can buy my pin. Buy my pin. Buy my pin. Buy my pin. He's recording a video. Oh. Please don't spam the chat. I will put you in timeout, and if you keep spamming the chat, then you're gone forever. Wait a minute. I do want to go back to the Wacky Factory Dark Ride at Lake Winnepesaukah. Ryan, yes, I do enjoy spam out of a can. I don't enjoy spam out of a chat room. Terry says, Lamont at large shouted out my channel. Does he say something nasty about me? This is my garage. It's Salem's Haunted House. We'll love to have you check out their local haunt this year. Facebook's message. I'm so behind on messages. Mr. Dean Music says, does it feel odd not driving? Um, feels good not driving. Jay says I look sleepy. It's because I am sleepy. Do I think I got possessed in the ghost hunt? Maybe I got possessed by a very sleepy ghost. How did I find time to get a girlfriend? Oh, I've been chatting with her for about 2 months before we finally met each other. Buy my pin. Buy my pen. Buy me. I've never done. Des says, "Hey Jacob, have you checked out my Grim tattoo from Billy and Mandy?" I don't know. I've never seen that show, Billy and Mandy. I'm going to try to go to the Bigfoot Festival. Well, I moved to New York. I probably will not move to New York permanently, no. Am I in Cameo? I'm not. I, filled out the information I needed, and I never heard back from them. So I guess that's a no. Well, Mount City watch around. Well, I appreciate it. I just don't think he should joke about stalking Adam the Woo and killing Adam the Woo. Is the Fred Rogers Center in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, original trolley there? That sounds cool, Ryan. I didn't know that there was a Mr. Rogers specific museum. I am so sorry. What am I drinking? I think it's a Diet Orange Sunkiss. So I probably should get back to working on postcards because my Patreon supporters do need their postcards. So I will, you guys have any final thoughts, final questions? If you would like, you can buy my pen, buy my pen, buy my pen. And, yeah. Appreciate you guys stopping by, chatting. Oh, Brad Ellsberg, thank you for the super chat. It says, love watching your trip on Route 66. It was awesome. Well, thank you so much. Hashtag Team Balto. And, yeah. Appreciate you guys. And, again, I'm maybe taking a few days off, so no one panic if I don't have a video for a few days. But until next time, this one's in the bag.